Shabbat Shalom everyone, and welcome to the temple. Our opening song is Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful the day is, it is Shabbat. You can follow the service by using the link in the bottom of the YouTube to flip at the prayer book. You can just enjoy the beautiful music and the words of the prayer. I would like now to turn to page 2 for the blessing over the candles and the fruit of the vine. Tomorrow is Ezra Fout's bar mitzvah. He's beginning what will be hopefully a very sweet and wonderful journey into being an adult in the Jewish community. We are all excited, especially that we had to wait, and it was postponed and then postponed again, thanks to COVID-19. So finally, tomorrow, Ezra, we will celebrate with you your bar mitzvah. I would like to invite you and your family to lead us with the candles and kiddush. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho. Ba'ahava u'ratzon, inchilanu zikaron ma'aseh breshit. Iku yom tehila l'mikrei kodesh. V'decher litziat mitzrayim. Ivanu b'charta ba'otanu, kidashta mikol ha'amim. B'shabbat kodshcha ba'ahava u'ratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha'shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
And we turn now to page 20 to welcome the Sabbath bride as we sing together Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi, likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi, likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabla.
We rise as we turn to page 28 for the Baruch. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, fortfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ama'ariv Aravim. And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוך בך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And these words which I command you on this
turn now to page 40 to sing together the same song our ancestors sang as they were crossing the Sea of Reeds. Mi chamocha. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Shomre, shomre, shomre,
rise for the tefillah on page 46.
Adonai sefatai tifach ufi agite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God and God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah, the great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. For great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. You are holy. Your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the blessing for Shalom. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, or eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, v'shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
all need healing and courage and strength in our lives, in the life of everyone that is dear to us. We ask God for courage and strength and healing as we sing together the Misha Berach on page 253. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Our Torah portion this Shabbat is called Toldot, meaning the story of, the history of, and it tells of a story of an amazing woman, the first person on earth to come with inquiries and demand from Adonai our God, asking about the human condition and saying, why isn't this world just simply perfect? And coming out with a great lesson to all of us. The story begins with Rebecca, our mother, our ancestor, being barren. She cannot have children. And Isaac, standing in front of Rebecca, pleads to Adonai on her behalf. Now the commentary says, since the word that is used there is that they were both present, one facing the other, probably they both prayed to God, asking and pleading for children. The first maybe egalitarian prayer in our history. And then Adonai answers, and Rebecca is pregnant with twins. And the imagery to her pregnancy that the Torah gives us is an amazing imagery. It says that it felt like the children are struggling and running around in her womb. It was such a painful pregnancy. So Rebecca inquires of Adonai, why is that so? Why is that suffering? But the Hebrew word that is translated normally as inquire is actually much more loaded. The Hebrew word is lidrosh, and we know that word because actually a sermon means lidrosh, and a midrash, giving an explanation to the stories of the Torah, also comes from that verb, lidrosh. But it mostly means, when you look at other places in the Torah, demanding, and actually in a very forceful way. The first time that we hear it, it comes from Adonai. Adonai says, I'm demanding that human life would be sacred. And the second time we hear of it, in all the Bible, in all the Torah, is from Rebecca, saying, I'm demanding, Adonai, that you will explain why am I suffering. She's not only the first woman to inquire and demand, about the human condition. She's actually there teaching us a few great lessons. One is, I mentioned that when Isaac was praying and pleading to Adonai, he was doing it in the presence of his wife. She doesn't have Isaac there. She's an independent woman. She's showing us that we can have a personal relationship with God. But it's much more than that. She's not praying. She's not pleading. She's demanding an explanation, teaching us that when something is wrong in the world, it's not enough to plead to God to correct it. It's up to us to demand an explanation and do something about it. Teaching us a much greater lesson. Some say, just accept the world as it is. Things happen, the world is not perfect, and we should just go about it and accept it. But Rebecca does not accept the world as it is, teaching us that if you want a better world, if you want to repair everything that is wrong in our world, you need to go out and demand explanations and do something about it, even if it means to confront the most holy, the most powerful Adonai our God. Shabbat Shalom. And we turn now to page 283 as we rise for the Aleinu. And we read together, "Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else." Please be seated. We turn now to page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding, loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation, whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Lani Nafusi, Marianne Morgulan, Louis Prisant, Brandon Jade, Irving Herlands, Esta Pincas, Jonathan Albert Merenblum, Philip E. Bordy, Rose Frager, Dwight Genton, Selma Liebman, Edward Aaron Rothschild, Selma Herlands-Levin, Margaret Frank, Joseph Rosenberg, Sarah Lee, Norma Rose, Martha, Roselle Yoffi, Faye Michelson, Maynard Custer, Clava Feingold, Betty Jane Flyshaker, Joshua Lehrman, Alvin B. Rosenblum, Robert Skyer, Anna Stam Loving, Phyllis Sternberg, Della Glick, Hannah Sandler, Leon Younger, Elaine Kappel-Sag, Philip Morrison, Melvin Bellman, Joseph E. Feinman, Miriam Ruth Fine, Bess Cohen, Lucille Natali, Jenny Sweet, Clarence Burge Benjamin, Pauline Ruth Goldin, Rosalind Dickman, Peter Spivak, Joan Dianilo, Esther Lenars, Alejandro Gonzalez, and in recent days, Ida Spivak, Sonia Hess, Caroline Balasan. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories from our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמה דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר, ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Ose Shalom. It's on page 294.
Ose Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אמותינו, שתוליכנו לשלום ותצעידנו לשלום. May it be your will, Adonai our God and God of our ancestors, that you guide us in the paths of shalom, of well-being and wellness and peace and wholeness, and that you protect us from all harm and evil on our journey. Bless the work of our hands and grant us grace, loving kindness, and compassion in your eyes, in the eyes of everyone who sees us. Adonai Shalom, Bless us with the Shabbat of Shalom. Shalom to our bodies, Shalom to our minds, Shalom to our souls. Shabbat Shalom.